you like my intro? Rocks, eh? Oh, it's loud, man. Welcome, guys. This is the Scotty show, and tonight is Austin's, my best buddy's birthday. His son's birthday. Let me clarify this. It's his son's birthday, and I have all his friends here gathered around me tonight, and everybody's gonna give a little advice, their yearly advice for him, their yearly tip for everybody. I mean, these guys are young boys, but I think they all have a little bit of life lessons here. You got something to share?
I think so.
You guys got to speak into the mic.
Ask us some questions first, Scotty. What do you want to know about us?
Well, I want to know how long you've known Austin for.
Okay, so I went to high school with Austin. So I think I met him in, I want to say, grade 9.
Oh yeah. So it's like 4 years.
No, I think it's around 6 or 7.
I got another question for you. Have you been growing that mustache since grade 9? I'm telling you, man.
Scotty, take that back.
If I was you, I'd shave that shit off, man.
Take that back, Scotty.
I mean, I'm telling you, I hate mustaches.
You're not a mustache.
The only guys that need a mustache are Steve Harvey and porn stars.
Hey, Scotty, how about we interview you?
Sure.
How about that scar on your cheek? Where'd that come from?
That came from my first visit to Kelowna when I was 25 years old. I got sliced with a beer bottle when I knocked some guy out.
Really?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How did that altercation happen?
Oh man, it was after the bar. Yeah. I came down here. Me and my brother Bill Houses at the same time, and I came down here to finish this washroom. And one night, it was my first time in Kelowna. I was like, listen, I want to go out on the town, right? Yeah. So my brother took me out with all his buddies, and we went to the bar. And after the bar, we went to this guy's apartment building. So I pull up. I look at this building. So on one side, it's all old people, and on the other side, it's all young people. So I went up the stairs, I went in with the young people, got my party favors, and then I went back to the other party. I was just hooking up with this chick, and we're in the kitchen, and this guy was rocking on to everybody, and he looked at me and he says, "What are you going to do?" And I hit him so hard, I knocked his teeth right out, right?
Just because?
And so he took out the table, and he knocked over all the beer bottles of that.
Why did you hit up Scotty?
Because he asked me he said, what am I going to do? He was looking around at everybody, and nobody else had the balls, but I got the balls, buddy.
Yeah.
You're looking for the fight kind of thing.
At one point in time, I was the guy that hit first and asked questions later.
He's looking for the fight.
I love that.
Now that I'm 40, I can't remember the last time I hit somebody, and that's a good thing because I went through a long time fighting and pushing. And, the bottom line is that
it's not worth it.
It's not worth it, man. I don't want to wreck my shirt.
Yeah,
or get my blood on my shoes or anything, man. That's the worst part.
That is the worst part.
Yeah.
Okay. What else do we say?
All right.
Give us some, deep questions. Talk to us.
Okay. So, this is an upcoming podcast. So, yeah. How old are you?
I've just turned 24.
Just turned 24.
Yeah.
So, I got this upcoming podcast, and it's about as you age. Do you think your sex drive decreases?
For sure.
You think so?
I think my sex drive has went down tremendously since.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because you're whacking off too much.
You think so?
Yeah.
That
you know what the average. How many hours you guys at your age whack off in a day? Watch porn in a day.
In a day?
Yeah.
30 minutes?
4 hours, man.
There's no way.
Yeah, I'm dead serious. I did a investigation on it. It was a CBC thing. It was a generation porn.
Interviewing losers.
Just beating it all the time.
Just straight gamer losers.
Hey, I got one for you guys. What's the most?
No athletes. They're not interviewing any athletes. Just straight nerds.
Athletes jerk off before the big game all the time.
Straight fucking nerds is all you're interviewing.
You can't be banging the mic around.
Yeah, you gotta respect it. Okay,
it's a weight. It's just weighted, right? It's all good. Okay, so where was that? Oh, so what's the most sensitive part on your body when you're whacking off?
Your tip of your penis.
No, it's your ears. Is that mom?
No. Question is no.
Yeah. Have you got caught whacking off by your mom?
No.
No.
100%.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
How about you, Scotty?
No.
Never?
No.
What about a girlfriend?
No.
Never?
My best buddy caught me one time. It's the only time I got caught jerking off.
Yeah.
My brother got caught jerking off by my nanny.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah. He found my uncle's stash of porns, and they were in Ottawa, so they were like the good Quebec kind. So it was just like no advertisements, and my brother got caught whacking off by a nanny. He's 50 years old, and he still talks about it, so it's still imprinted on him. Yeah.
Good story.
Yeah.
That's tough.
So okay. Austin has the fucking world by its balls. The guy's a good guy.
Yeah.
You can see it in him. You can see it in him, right?
Yeah,
so I mean, if you have a message for him, right? So this is going to be recorded. This is going to be on every platform. This is going to be on iTunes, well, all of them, right? So I mean, I'll showcase this, but I want you to give your life lesson. I want you to give Austin a piece of advice, and I want you to speak into the mic. I want you to speak into it like this.
Okay. My biggest piece of advice would just be
Get your hand away from your mouth.
my biggest piece of advice would be is just don't take anything personal, really, and just live your life to the fullest, and just don't really care, and
Live life to the fullest, like take risks,
take risks, but I don't know, just be a good guy.
or take calculated risk.
Take calculated risks, for sure. But
So-
be a good guy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And that's all you can do.
I mean, I grew up. I was a fucking asshole, man.
Yeah.
I was a prick.
Yeah.
I was an arrogant, spoiled, rotten prick, man. Yeah, I was. I was a bad boy.
Why was that, you think?
I had a persona. I mean, I had a reputation, and I lived up to it. I mean, and I had an older brother that had a reputation, and I was kind of in his shadow. But I mean, I took it to the next. I mean, I had to stand out from him.
What would you say your reputation was? You were just kind of a badass? You wouldn't take shit from anyone?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Uh-huh.
How was your growing up situation?
I was a spoiled, rotten kid, man.
Were you?
Yeah.
Like just rich family?
No, we were well off. My dad was actually a fisherman, commercial fisherman. We grew up in the largest and the most millionaires per capita in Canada. We were in Trivia's Pursuit, from my hometown, and I grew up with a lot of rich friends. Like my friends were greenhouse operation owners and that. And I mean, my dad bought me a new Trans Am for my 18th birthday.
Really?
I smashed up 2 cars prior to that. I smashed up a car prom night.
Really?
I smashed up a car in my 19th birthday. I put my Mustang over the bridge, and me and my cousin, we wrecked 3 of his parents' cars in 2 years.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So you're just all around, like...
Scotty, what you're telling me is
you're
you're a
a
trust fund kid.
No, I'm not a trust fund kid. I mean, you can't kill this.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I could go out and lick a stripper's pole and not worry about catching the disease.
Okay, Scotty.
I haven't worn a condom in my life.
Scotty, what are your thoughts on Viagra, Cialis, all that good stuff?
Well, I'll tell you what. The guys your age, 8% of you guys have erectile dysfunction.
Why do you think that?
Because you guys watch too much fucking porn. You know what? That's the truth. And then
Well,
it's too much porn, man.
Yeah.
that's saying something.
Yeah, you gotta cut out the porn.
No, the girls gotta get better.
That's a problem, man. I mean,
Scotty,
I
I got a question for you. I got a question for you. So what is your biggest regret when you were growing up as a youth?
getting into drugs.
Yeah.
Yep.
What type of drugs, if you don't want to go?
Oh, it was powder, coke.
Yeah.
I mean, what all started it was, I was a hardcore drinker.
Yeah.
I was a very hardcore drinker because we lived. That was all we had to do. I started drinking when I was 13 years old.
Yeah.
And drugs don't, pick who they want, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't draw the line at what you make a year. I mean, it affects everybody, right?
Yeah.
And I tell you the booze was a big problem for me. I was a hardcore drinker, man. I was a hardcore drinker, and then we got into the drugs, man. And
Give us maybe a breakdown of a day in the life on a hard binge day.
oh man, I could spend $1,000 a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what does that entail? You getting up, getting a bottle of whatever, and then going into harder drugs, sort of thing?
Well, this.
How much would you put up your nose before lunchtime?
No, I mean that when you start doing that kind of stuff, you start it out and you justify it. Well, I only do it a couple times a year, right?
Yeah.
And slowly it changes.
Yeah.
Before you don't even know it.
Yeah.
But then it's Saturday nights. Then it's Friday, Saturday nights. Then you're doing it during the week.
Yeah.
Then you're doing it all week.
Yeah.
Then it changes.
Yeah.
Then we started. We took it to the next level, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and people don't go to get help until they hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
Until your life crashes on you. I mean, everybody that has a problem and has an addiction, they wait until it all falls apart on them, and that's only the time that they go get help. They don't go get help when everything's good.
Yeah.
They don't go get help when they got a job or the old lady. They wait until the old lady leaves them.
Yeah.
Right? Until they lose their fucking job and all their friends walk out on them.
Yeah.
Then they go get help.
Yeah.
And that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
I went to rehab after 10 years ago after I left here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did you go to rehab at?
It's actually a Canadian famous place. It's called Brentwood in Windsor, and it was started by Father Paul, and he created this home that you and fucking it's helped a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I just got sick and tired of being sick and tired, right?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, man, I'm telling you, you play with the devil, you're gonna get burned, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you always try and justify it.
Yeah.
Or you try and maintain. Eh?
Yeah.
That's okay. Man, I was 23 years old. I built a house with the nicest girl in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, the prize out of all my buddies.
Yeah.
And I was so selfish of a person that I thought I was too good for her.
Yeah.
And I deserved better. But in all reality, she was too good for me.
Yeah.
Right? And I just sabotaged. Why would I intentionally sabotage my life?
Yeah.
I got a brand new house on the lake, 2 cars, a boat, a career.
Sabotage as in drugs?
Sabotage. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be drugs, but I mean, it can be anything. I just self-sabotage I was, in all reality, like I wasn't. I always thought I should be doing something bigger. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I always, it's funny now that I'm 40 years old, and I'm not saying I'm famous, but this is my platform, right? And my whole life, I wanted people to know who I was. My biggest fear is being forgotten. I'm going to be honest with you. My biggest fear is to be forgotten. I want you to talk about me when I'm long gone. You know what I mean? In my lifetime, you know how many people have told me, Scott, you can write a fucking book?
Yeah.
You know how many guys are going to grow up and not ever be told that once?
Yeah.
And then they're going to die and just fucking fade away and no one's going to remember who they are?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? They're going to write a book about me.
Fucking rights. It's inspirational, buddy.
Fuck, man. You know what? You just fucking, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you do, but you have those thoughts in your lifetime, and you just say, I want to do that, I want to do this, but fuck, you know what? You have to get up and do it. When I came here to Kelowna, I was at 40 years old, my first time doing stand-up, man. Ever since I was 3 years old and I watched Eddie Murphy Raw, I was influenced immediately. And I always wanted to do it, but I never had the opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought that all these opportunities were going to come to me, right? We're going to fall on my lap. Well, it's not what's going to happen. If you want those opportunities, you got to go out there and fucking get those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You hear that, Austin? You want it? Go get it, man.
It's the best advice.
You have to. Shoot me another one, big guy. Yeah, this is my new stoner buddy right here. He rolled up a 10-gram doobie, a big 10-gram doobie for the birthday boy, and so they've been showcasing this thing all night, and it's raining here. They go outside and they wreck the doobie and they kibosh it, and it all falls apart, and it